What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Mothership Rush to Rank 1. This is the grand finale. We're going to be starting at 5.5k MR, which is the equivalent of rank 87 Grandmaster. If we get a nice winning streak, we could still break top 75. Let's do it. All right, the first game of the day is going to be against Daniello, a 4.9k Protoss, looking like a pretty decent warm-up game. Now, I need to be very careful saying that about a PvP, because PvPs are super scary. Now, let's see. What do I want to do? I have some things to tell you guys, but I also don't want to mess up the early game because PvP gets a little tricky. What was our best build again? I feel like it's been at least a week since we've done Mothership Rush to Grandmaster. I think the build I liked the most was the Proxy Stargate, right? Proxy Stargate, 1 Oracle, and then kind of play like 4-gate Stalker Sentry with a Mothership. I think it was something like that that was the best. Now in PvP, you're always going to have to do a lot of scouting. Like, for example, I could be planning to make a Mothership, right? And have like this really cool recall strategy, blah, blah, blah. But then if my opponent sends an Oracle into my base and I don't have a battery, I will just die. So, you know, planning ahead in PvP, I wouldn't call it risky because planning ahead is good in StarCraft, but very often you might end up being disappointed if your opponent just, you know, decides to kill you early on with some kind of cheese. Or maybe not even kill you, but just disrupt your plans completely with some kind of early attack. Now, what is it that I wanted to tell you guys? Oh, yeah, I wanted to tell you guys that for a while, I was giving replay packs very frequently on Patreon. But at some point, I started slacking on it, and I know exactly when it happened. And it was because at some point, I took a break from the X2GM series, which was about, I think it was about 2 months that I took a break from that. And then after that, I didn't really get back. So I want to make it up to you guys and do an even better job. So first of all, at the time this episode is released, I will already have posted some Omega replay packs with probably, definitely over 100 replays. But I want to step it up a little bit and do replay packs every week instead of like every 2 weeks or 3 weeks that I was doing. And not even just for my X2GM shows, but just everything. So you guys, if you guys are interested in that, you can sub on the Patreon. And I also saw a new cool feature on the YouTube page because I wanted to also reward my YouTube members a little more. Like I like having you guys on as members, but at the same time, I can feel a little guilty that there's not that much I can offer because like the role integration with Discord and stuff is not quite as clean as it is with Patreon. But they added a feature where I can post a video early for members. And I thought that could be a really cool idea, but I do want to check with you guys first. So what my initial idea was is not to start posting my video later for non-members. Like that is not the idea at all, right? Like the schedule is going to be staying the same. But I thought maybe I could post a video like 3 hours earlier, 5 hours earlier or so for actual members. And I thought that could be really cool to kind of reward you guys for supporting me because obviously, I appreciate that a lot. And I think that could maybe be a cool idea. So I think those are 2 things I wanted to say. And now I do have to focus on the game again because I didn't get to see the Nexus, and that really scares me. Keep in mind, guys, what I've been saying about PvP. Like, we could die in a freaking heartbeat. Like, I could just be dead instantly. Okay, so I think the build was 1 Oracle. I'm gonna kill this with my Stalkers and then try to shade these past. Okay, there was a Stalker over there. He could be going for multiple Stalkers. He knows that I don't have a Nexus. Wait, this could potentially mean that my Adepts are gonna get in a little easier, though. Need to make sure. Okay, there's a Nexus. Are they going to get in? Yeah, they are. No, that's such a good response from him. There were no units nearby, nothing that gave him vision, but he still responded perfectly in time. That is impressive, Daniello. Not going to lie. Definitely very impressive. Yeah, here is the build I was a little afraid of here. I'm just going to have to micro these back. Oh, he is pretty crazy for going here. I guess he realized that I wasn't building anything from the, what's it called? Does he have a battery? He does have a battery. Let's get a massive stasis over here. That could be very, very nice. I'm going to go back up here. And then shady. Oh my god, I'm gonna get everything. His entire economy is gone for, what is that, like 15 seconds or something? Oh my goodness, look at that. He is not mining a single freaking mineral, I believe, which is just insane. Now, I could do some decent micro here. Let's split the target fire there a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be completely fine here. Gonna split the target fire 1 more time to optimize that. And then we are going to survive this just fine. The biggest problem is that my, what's it called? Oh, he's actually following here. That is not a move I'm a fan of, I have to say. He's going to lose 1 Stalker already. He is probably going to kill that, but I'll buy enough time. Let's do 1 hit back. But what I was going to say is, wait, he's going to try recall it? Is it going to be in time? Oh, barely in time, actually. Now, I'm not going to be able to... Wait, I killed a Stalker. Oh, no, he recalled to that Nexus and it died. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's completely on accident, but I mean, I'll take it, right? Now, let's see. Can we get a similar... This would be so sick. Okay, another state. No, he's gonna fall for it again, I think. Oh, he barely moved away in time. We are still gonna get a couple probes, but the stasis have definitely popped off for us. Now, let's see. I want perfect saturation on one nexus. And then I'm just gonna add gateways, I think. I had to... Yeah, my fleet beacon is a little late, but that is okay. Now, from this point on, I can just warp units to my heart's content. I don't think I have to worry about making probes whatsoever. I could make a couple probes to fake it. I haven't seen any tech yet, which is quite comfortable for me. Is there... I was going to say, is there a single probe here? I actually don't see a single probe. That's a little bit surprising. I am playing a little silly here, I have to admit, by not making a single probe, because I would have been ahead in economy. Purely because of the stasis, by the way. The stasis is the only reason that I would have been ahead in economy here. I'm going to give it another shot. Maybe I should go for these adepts across the map. I kind of... Oh, wait. Was that a... Was that a dark shrine or a pylon? It kind of looks like a pylon to me, but maybe I should go for a second check. It's Oh, it is actually a dark shrine. Oh, okay. Good that I checked again. I'm going to send this oracle back home. The oracle should... I'm going to say should be good enough to deal with the DTs, but it can always be a little tricky, right? The detection on the Oracle is obviously a super good tool, but if you're not 100% on point with it, it does get a little rough. Now, they did buff it, so it's only 25 energy for the Revelation, but there is a pretty significant cooldown on that, so I guess we're just going to stay here. And just wait to see if any DTs show up, really. I should probably be making another Oracle here, but I'm really focused in just... I guess... Wait, did he make a... That's a proxy pylon, right? I have to imagine. Maybe I should go for a Robo, you know? Yeah, I'm going to make a Robo just to make that a little easier for me. I haven't seen any DTs yet here, so I guess that's nice. Mothership is going to finish already. I guess if I recall into his base, I will need multiple forms of detection. Like, that does make sense. All right, the Mothership is on its way, guys. Is this build going to work out? Still no DTs to be seen. Did he cancel it last second, perhaps? He could have done it. I think at that point, you should just let it finish. When it's like that advanced, letting it finish makes sense. Okay, so he does have Blink already. And... he has an observer or a DT that saw the adepts, because otherwise that is a very questionable blink, you could say. You know what? I think I have enough energy to put a stasis down here. Okay, I guess we'll see. If he's gonna blink on top of this, then we know that he must definitely have an observer, but I would kind of be surprised if he sees both of the... Oh, let's not see that. Mothership would have attacked that, by the way, so I need to be very careful. I'm going to chrono boost this, warp a couple more zealots. I haven't seen anything. Okay, now he's going to see that I don't have probes. This is going to be an interesting one, guys. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. I feel like the base trade is going to be my move of choice here. Here we go. We are inside his base right now. Oh my god, this is going to be a move and a half. Look at this. I'm not going to activate the cloaking yet. I think I'm going to put down a stasis. Yeah, guys, wait. Oh, he's going for the recall now. That means I'm going to go for the cloak and the time warp. Look, he's going to target the mothership first. The stasis got the units on the left. Look at the cloak, guys. He already used his blink. He's trying desperately to get the mothership, but he's not managing to get it until he loses all of his units. And there we go. It freaking works again, guys. It is so good. GG. And we have taken him down. Did he cancel the DT shrine? Yeah, he did cancel the DT shrine last moment. But oh my goodness, guys, the unit's lost. This is pretty much what happened last time. Like, look at this. He needs to kill the basically 500 health mothership first before he can see anything. I have two forms of detection here. I mean, he didn't have an observer, but he had a robo. But even if he had one, I have an oracle and my own observer, so I can just snipe his observer too. Like, this move legitimately feels very, very strong. Now, obviously, if my opponent would scout perfectly and react perfectly, it's still going to be a suboptimal strategy. But I love it. Fantastic warm-up game. Let's go for game number 2. Game number 2 is going to be against another Protoss. All right. Now, this is the grand finale, so I do want to do something a little crazier than the stuff I've been doing so far. I just got a really crazy idea pop up in my head. So, there used to be a strategy. Actually, maybe people still play this. I don't think it's optimal and people are probably used to it, but there used to be a strategy where you go for the 2-gate, right? And at some point you're going to expand. Like, this is not supposed to be an all-in or whatever. But instead of going 2 adepts and then stalkers, or 2 stalkers and then, you know, never make adepts to begin with, maybe later. I remember people going for 6 adepts and then adding either DTs or an oracle with them and just try to do like a lot of damage early on. So obviously I'm tempted to go for 6 adepts and then a mothership, but what the hell was that gonna achieve? I don't know, but I guess we would find out. Now, first, I'm just gonna check what my opponent's doing. Like, just what I said last game, I do not want to die to a freaking one Oracle flying into my base and me not having anti-air. I guess if I have one battery, it's also gonna be pretty decent against one Oracle. But I'm still gonna need Stalkers at some point, else the Oracle would just either put stasises down or, you know, kill my workers forever, which is also very annoying. Let's see, it looks like he is gonna go for a standard double gate. I feel like I haven't really seen a lot of one gate expands, to be honest, so it's quite common. Hey, why is he attacking this? Does this pose a threat? This was just a scouting probe. Why is he? Okay, this guy is he wants nothing to do with me. You guys saw that? Like he's crazy with it. Hey, I think his... oh, no, never mind. I thought his cybernetics score was maybe like a little bit on the late side. Yeah, I'm going to make another pylon over here. I don't think I need to rush it. But I would really like to know what his tech is going to be. I guess maybe I can see it with the probe. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pay attention to when my own adepts finish, right? And then I guess I'll, you know, send the probe in right before. Because what I've seen sometimes on pro games is that people scout at the perfect timing with the probe. And then the opponent has to cancel the freaking tech building that they were making, right? Or they just get it scouted. That's another choice. Or they get it scouted and cancel it late. That's another option. I'm going to make the Stargate already. That's obviously going to be for the fleet beacon. And I think now is the time where I go in. Most people don't chrono boost their gateways. So I think this is a really good timing to check. Let's see. Is there anything that we can find? Probably not. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a normal expand. I would even say that he's most likely making Stalkers. I guess we should be able to see, right? Yeah, exactly. There we go. So he is making Stalkers, exactly. I still have to kill that pylon, which is quite unfortunate. I think I'm just going to go back and kill that pylon, to be honest. And then at some point, I'll be taking my Nexus. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to make the battery. Like, I don't want to be too scared, but I feel like one battery here would be a decent choice. Like, I'm not going to make a single unit of anti-air. Like, I would just die. If, you know, if he flies it with one Oracle. Well, Fleet Beacon before Nexus even. I feel like I'm insane. I feel more insane than I usually do, which is pretty freaking insane, right? Like, I think that you could say that safely. Okay, he has... Oh, wait, he's here with a bunch of Stalkers. I could probably just get a decent amount of damage on those. Let's see. If I get some good micro, I can even block one. Pretty decent. All right. Let's see. Can I micro this one away? That would be nice. There we go. That one's going to stay alive for a decent amount of time. Probably kill at least that one Stalker. This one is also really going to suffer, by the way, from this amount of damage. I'm going to shade these away now. So my opponent is just trying to be aggressive with a bunch of Stalkers, basically. That is his entire strategy. Oh, I'm actually happy to see that my Warp Gate is already finishing. That is quite comfortable. Going to be able to make the Nexus. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to have to warp Stalkers because it's going to cost a lot of gas, but it does make a lot of sense. You know what? I'm going to make 2 more Adepts even, because why the hell not? I know I'm a little crazy, but it is what it is. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to be... Yeah, I feel like he has a little too much here for me, guys. Like, it seems... Oh, no, I was actually meant to cancel those. That is a bit of an oopsie by me. Maybe I can catch, like, some future Stalkers or something. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with these, you know? You could also have recalled them already. Okay, here we go. Okay, he is still here. Then I'm just going to attack in with these Adepts. Here we go. This could be quite nice. I'm going to use these to attack them as well from the back. Here we go. That is going to die. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get quite a few Stalkers here, guys. Quite nice. Okay, now I'm going to be able to take the Nexus. Guess I'll already start the Mothership, and then I'll take the Nexus, and then I'll try to shade these Adepts past. Yeah, definitely not the best strategy we could have gone up against, right? Like 6 Stalker aggression when I'm going for mass Adepts. Yeah, this was not... Didn't look particularly good here for us, right? So that is unfortunate. He does have too many Stalkers, but I'm mostly just kind of probing to see if I can do any damage that I shouldn't be able to do, pretty much. Let's see. Is there... Oh, there's no probe ready. Oh, okay. There we go. So we're going to be able to get a decent amount of damage here, which is nice. At least as long as I target the probes correctly. There we go. Should be able to get 5, I think. Are we going to get 5 probes? Let's sync them up. Maybe 6? Oh, not bad at all. Okay, there we go. Now, what is scary here, guys? My opponent is going for Blink, and he is going to try and kill us with those. He has 8 Stalkers, and I have 4. Am I supposed to survive this? Absolutely not. I'm quite tempted to cancel this Nexus even, but I suppose it's going to be a pretty decent bait as well at the same time. Like, I feel like if we make this game happen, that would be freaking magical, to be honest. Like, I would genuinely be surprised if we can make this game happen. I'm going to warp 2 sentries, and this one is going to go around. Yeah, I'm just going to keep the Nexus alive as a massive bait, I think. I feel like that is the best move I could do. I could decide to make one Void Ray, but that is probably a little bit too much. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too silly. Exactly. He's gonna, spend all of his time attacking that now. Gonna make one more pylon over here. And he should be feeling completely comfortable having killed that Nexus. Like, there's no reason for him to even go up this ramp. I mean, he could, but there's no real reason for him to do that because he's just omega far ahead right now. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go back with the Stalkers. He doesn't have the 3rd base yet. He did have a probe over there. Okay, let's warp a couple more. Good thing that I did make that extra pylon. And now, here we go, guys. It is time. My army is not that big, but it might be decent enough to get something to work here. It would have been nice if I brought a pylon with this. Or a probe, rather, of course. Here we go. Oh, this is going to do a decent amount of damage here, guys. Look at this. Okay, he's going to go for the blink already. And now I have the cloak. Look at this. These Stalkers are doing so much free damage. This is freaking crazy. I'm trying to stay in range of all of them. Yo, the Mothership is popping off. He blinked on top of the Mothership, but he already lost most of his units. Look at this, guys. There's almost no units left for him. Now, I do need to warp in at home and send these across as soon as possible. Oh, there we go. He did blink that already, so I could go for the kill on that one. Oh, barely didn't get it. That's unfortunate. I'll use that Stalker, sacrifice it for that. And now I'm going to send the rest across. Now, he does have a lot of gates, and he has blink, so I need to be super careful here. If I was him, I would probably be warping in on the low ground. Let's see. Should I maybe... You know what? I'm going to bring a couple of depths, I think. I feel like going for a depth would be a great idea. Now, once again, guys, the freaking Mothership freaking popping off, right? Like, holy cow. The Mothership providing so much freaking value here. Let's see if I can maybe kill that sentry. That would be nice. Okay, there we go. That's a Guardian Shield down. And now I have so many Stalkers against his guys. I have freaking extra gateways. Okay, I need to be careful for the Immortal over there. I guess I'll just make a pylon here and wait for it to finish for the warping. Like, warping it at home now would maybe be a little bit too much, right? Did he make a Oh, he did make a battery. Oh, I'm so unhappy to see that, actually. The fact that he went for a battery. Okay, let's see how much damage I can... Oh, the battery's not done. Wait, maybe I can kill that Immortal before the battery gets up? Oh, that would be so nice. There we go. And we're going to be able to kill it. Exactly. We do kill it. That is awesome. Is there a battery overcharge? There is a battery overcharge, so I'm just going to back off a little bit. I'm going to send the Adepts into the main, actually. I feel like that would be a nice play. Oh, he went for the target. That kind of surprises me a little bit. It's going to be really annoying for him just to have this one Adept shooting his mineral line, though, so that is nice. I mean, I'm already extremely happy with how this has gone, to be honest, because we were super dead, and the Mothership freaking does it again, guys. Like, so much damage done by the Mothership, which is insane. Oh, he's going to blink forward here. That's a little crazy. I think I'm going to warp a couple units that are not commonly known. Oh, here we go. I'm going to be able to kill a couple. Oh, I think I killed 2 Stalkers there, or maybe just 1. He did A-move a little bit too far, though, which is nice. I have 2 Zealots now. I'm going to have to chrono boost these. And now I think we have one more shot to make it happen. It's going to be a tough one here, but I'm going to be doing my best, of course. There's an Observer on my army. See, I got a couple sentries. He does... Well, he might... No, I think he might have the battery overcharge already, right? Because it's been a while since he used it. I always fall into that trap. Oh, he doesn't have battery overcharge anymore, but realistically, he probably does. Oh, he has the Immortal too. It does look like our opponent's going to win out in the end. Let's see if I can target the Immortal. Okay, there we go. We do get the Immortal pretty fast, which is nice. Okay, that is awesome. I'm going to warp a couple more Adepts. Let's see. Okay, I got 1 Stalker there already, which is awesome. I could be trying to do micro here, but it's just impossible for me to micro against, you know, a bunch of Stalkers. Like, this is going to be impossible. I'm going to shade those into the main, and then I'm going to attack at the front with my couple Stalkers here. Let's see what they can do. Okay, did he blink forward? No, he did activate the battery overcharge, though. Gonna kill a couple more probes with this, which is nice. Okay, he blinked forward again. I'm gonna be able to separate a couple of these, warp a couple more Stalkers as well. Oh, he let this one live for a little bit too long. It does look like he's gonna overpower us in the end, and that is going to be a GG has to be called. And this is, I'm kind of applauding for both of us here, to be honest, because I feel like he had a really good hold, considering I think a lot of players would have given up and lost earlier. I mean, we've had people giving up against us when they were like clearly winning, so I can definitely see him giving up when I had like all these Stalkers. Maybe if I recall the probe, I mean, I didn't really have to make things happen fast, but maybe I should just start being a probe so I could reinforce a little bit faster. The thing is, warping in like this really sucks. Like, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but he did target down 2 adepts really fast because they're warping in slow, right? Like, I would have to build another gateway here. I could plan for that in advance, but that would cost me another pylon, but maybe that's a strategy for next time. But I am super proud that we could turn this into a game with the Mothership. Look at the supplies, you guys. It is 60 against 45 supply. He has 11 more probes, 10 stalkers against 6 with blink and a robo. This game is completely over defensive battery, but the Mothership almost makes it work. Like, even in the most scuffed of games, this magical hero unit has a lot of magic. Like, it really makes, you know, crazy situations turn into something even crazier and sometimes winnable. That's gonna be it for game number 2. Let's keep it going. All right, game number 3 is going to be against another Protoss, and I happen to know that this is a very bad-mannered Protoss. I actually had a funny moment because I was watching someone stream, and they ran into this guy, and he was, like, extremely bad-mannered, like, you know, like, bad insults and stuff. And I felt like I saw the guy's name before, Crodin. So what I did was I literally went to Google and I typed Crodin SC2, and then I got one of my videos where he insulted me as well. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's why I remember the name, I suppose. Now, I do hope extra that we can kill him with a Mothership Rush, because what better salt miner than a freaking Mothership Rush, right? Now, so far today, we are 1-1 against the Protosses. Let's see if we can bring that back. Well, I guess... Would you guys consider 50% a positive win rate? Because I feel like most people would, but it doesn't feel positive, right? I would call it like a neutral win rate, if anything. Let's bring it back into the positive. With my definition, then, which is probably a little scuffed, but it is what it is. Now, do I want to do something different? I mean, the last game strategy, to be honest, guys, I liked it. It's just... the start was horrible. Like, my opponent did exactly what we didn't want him to do by just chrono, or not even chrono boosting, just making pure stalkers and walking them across the map. I could have switched into making my own stalkers earlier, but I really wanted to put on pressure, but it just made more and more stalkers every time. Like, it was definitely a pretty unconventional strategy from my opponent as well. I think, in fact, my strategy might have even been more common than his. Well, I don't mean the Mothership Rush. Let's get that clear, okay? Not the Mothership Rush, but the freaking, you know, 6 Adept opener against the 6 Stalker opener. Yeah, you know what? I think we're just going to give it another shot, because I do believe in the strategy. I don't want to get stuck in strategies that don't work. I know sometimes you guys can get a little frustrated when I keep doing a cheese that doesn't work. I'm sorry, guys. Just my nature. I just want to do stupid builds, okay? Just let me do stupid builds in peace. No, but I'm going to try it again because I believe in it. Now, I'm going to do a spray. I don't remember. Wait, do we still have the silver medal spray? I think we do, right? Let's give him a silver medal, guys, for his effort. God, it's so funny. I'm sorry, guys. This thing is hilarious. He is officially second place in his match, guys. There's no more winning to be done. The judges have decided he gets second place. There you go, buddy. Now, I need to make sure he's not cheesing me, because I haven't seen a second pylon yet, and I did see a suspicious probe snarking around the base. I probably should have canceled that probe, actually, so I could have afforded my Stargate plus Adepts a little earlier. Okay, now I'm going to go in. I think we have a decent timing once again. Let's see. Oh, he's going for the double chrono, but it's Stalkers again. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to learn from my mistakes here and switch it up a little bit. I would guess that we are getting attacked by a 3-gate. That is what I think. What am I going to do? Oh, I found that probe completely on accident. I was trying to go around, to be honest, but I guess that is a pretty nice find. How am I going to defend against that? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I guess we'll have to see. Let's hope I don't run into the Stalkers here. Okay, I was trying to avoid them. I kind of figured he would go the path of my Adepts, right? And then, yeah, that's basically the thought process there. So I'm making 1 battery up here until I get a confirmation scout. I am being a little extra safe here with the double battery, but I like my games to be different. I don't want to die again just because I... you know, don't defend properly on one base. Okay, so he keeps all the Stalkers at home. That is quite interesting. Let's see. Does he have a wall? He does have a wall. Love seeing that silver medal pop up there. That's always very nice. Now, what is he gonna build, guys? I think an Oracle would make a lot of sense here, you know? I really think an Oracle would be a good... yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. Okay, so the Mothership is going to be slightly delayed, but it is going to make our build a little more legit. Yeah, our opponent's clearly going for something like ultra cheesy, right? So, yeah, these are... wait. Oh, I thought Warp Gate was already finished there. You know what? I'm going to make another battery just because I'm freaking terrified of what's happening. I think he most likely full-walled his base. I guess I could be making Void Rays, but if I make Void Rays, I am really... you know, admitting that I'll never be able to make a freaking Mothership. Okay, here we go. There's gonna be 2 stalkers dead pretty early. Oh, that's a slow warping. Oh, that is a massive blunder here, guys. That really does suck for me. Oracle's gonna go across the map. I'm not gonna have another force field, unfortunately for us, but I do have a double battery, which is really nice. Guess I can just attack with these double batteries. Here we go. Okay, the stalkers are gonna survive for a decent amount of time. Let's see if there is a defense against an Oracle over here. If there is, I'll make a... Oh, no, there's nothing here. Okay, I'm just gonna start beaming his workers then with the Oracle, and I'll probably kill more than what I've lost, because Oracles are freaking insane. Okay, that is just a freaking crap ton of stalkers there, actually. Hey, wait, I mean, if he's gonna... Okay, are you sure about this, my friend? I'll come back in. I mean, I don't mind. Here you go. Gonna kill a couple more here. Probably 4 if I micro... Oh, a little bit too greedy there. No, I think we're gonna get out. Okay, that's nice. I do want to keep this Void Ray at home. Okay, so we're kind of stuck in how we were... Okay, well, there you go. I mean, I'm gonna let this game in just because it was very clear that I was going for the Mothership Rush, and I let it in last time. We didn't get salt, unfortunately. Would have liked a little more salt from this guy. But this build... I think, even though I don't like it as much because I don't get the Mothership as fast, this build, I think, is the most successful, like, historically throughout this challenge against Protoss. Because what we usually do is we defend an attack with Void Rays, then as soon as we don't have to make them anymore, we go for the Mothership, and then we can recall in his base with the Void Rays. So this, even though it feels a little scuffed because I had to make the Oracle and... Well, I probably could have not made this Void Ray. I mean, I didn't know he was backing off, to be fair, but I could have not made that Void Ray, and then we could have started a Fleet Beacon almost. But then recalling into his base, well, he doesn't have Blink yet. He's still going to have to, you know, tech up towards that or take a Nexus. I think is actually the perfect situation. I think, this game perfectly illustrates if you ever want to go for the Mothership Rush, this is probably what you want the game to look like. And I think the build might even be stronger than most other options because the Mothership feels like just a certain kill move. Like, if you remember my game I played against Rostock, a 5-6 Grandmaster Protoss, we just absolutely obliterated him even when I canceled my Nexus on the natural. Yeah, if you didn't see that, I actually canceled my Nexus on accident to 80% and it still worked. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's go for game number 4. Game number 4 is against a Terran. All right, that is perfect. I was worried that we would only get Protoss players for the entire grand finale. That would have been... you know, suboptimal. I mean, it would be fun because I do like, you know, experimenting with my builds and evolving it even more. And like I said before, getting a positive win rate in a matchup is not bad at all. Now, let's see. What is something crazy that I haven't done yet? I should definitely go for an early scout, like a typical Mark scout against Terran. I'm actually pretty tempted to go for... Oh, no. Am I getting too crazy? Okay, here's the thing, guys. With Mothership Rush to rank 1... there is a serious risk of just killing your opponent before you get to a Mothership. Kind of like what happened last game, right? So, I would absolutely love to go for my Proxy Nexus build. I don't remember which video that was that I did the Proxy Nexus in recently. I mean, I guess it must have been in random to rank 1, but for some reason I just can't remember which game it was. But I played Proxy Nexus against Terran, and we killed him with just the Proxy Nexus, and I didn't lose a single unit. So that could also happen, but I still really want to do it as well. Okay, so... Wait, he built barracks really far back there, huh? That is interesting. Okay. I wonder why he built it so far back, because looking at the timing of the barracks... Terrans do that sometimes, but he did it before he saw my early scout come in. Now, I did make a small mistake here by using 1 Chrono Boost on the Nexus. With the Proxy Nexus build, you want every single Chrono Boost on the gateway, like actually every single one. So now my 3 Adepts are going to be slightly late. You know what? I'm going to be extra annoying and even steal his gas. Why not, guys? Here we go. That's going to... Maybe this will actually help my build a little bit, because it's going to, like, offset the... delayed Adept by delaying the Nexus by 75 minerals, right? Like, I think it actually sounds pretty decent. Okay, now let's see. I do need to still get the Nexus on. There is an Engineering Bay on my natural, which I don't really mind because I'm going to take a Nexus in a really stupid location anyway, most likely. Is there a gold? Wait, there is a rich gas on this map. Should I just take that one? That is a rich gas base, guys. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to make a Nexus over here now. And then I'll start Chrono Boosting my Adepts as soon as I can. I guess I'll attack that even to just make it look like I want to take that base. Okay, so there's the Reaper. I'm going to be able to keep it home for a decent while. He is now going to... He finds the Nexus. He was probably expecting that to be a pylon. I'm fairly certain he was expecting it to be a pylon. Okay, so he's going to pull the workers to attack it. That is interesting. All right. I'll always wondered if this would be like for who this is exactly good for, right? Because it is pretty strange. I mean, it's definitely going to die in time, I would guess. Else this seems like a massive waste of time, right? And then I'm just going to take this Nexus. I think I'll probably take the gas already. Like, keep in mind... Okay, he's actually pulling so freaking many. I wonder why he's making the bunker if he's pulling all these SCVs at the same time. Like, I think if I went for a solid follow-up here, I would be extremely happy with that. Yeah, the problem is that I didn't, right? Like, I'm busy making a freaking nexus at a rich gas and whatever I'm doing at this point. I don't even know anymore what I'm doing, right? But I feel like that would be a really good situation for me normally. Now, let's see what the status of his command center is, if there is a status of the command center. Let's see, I do have 3 adepts. I might have to keep 1 at home for now because I don't have a battery in the main. Let's see if I can shade up. Like, I wonder how many... He had to spend so many buildings for this. You see there are 2 adepts here. He is trying to hide his marines out of vision. Yeah, this is going to be quite nice for me as well, guys. Look at this. Oh, okay. Gonna shade this across. Might be able to kill a marine. There we go. That marine is dead. Wait, that SCV is actually out of range? No freaking way. That is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna take that base now. I guess I'll probably just recall my probes over there. There we go. Now it's gonna die. And now I have 3 adepts over here, guys. It's time for me to start the fleet beacon as well. I mean, this is the kind of chaotic game that I really like, you know, because this game is freaking weird. And I have no idea what my opponent is gonna do after this either. Like, it's just an absolutely crazy game right now. But once again, somehow I feel like the proxy nexus put us ahead. So that is really fun. He is gonna lose that. I might have to run away with these for now. Let's see. Oh, make sure you actually mine. And now I do have a rich gas. I could probably make... I could go for Tempest as well, I think. Oh, that is annoying, actually. Yeah, I guess I'll... Wait, why are they actually walking across? I kind of wonder what the hell happened for them to be going there. I guess it might... Oh, I'm just killing that with my probes around, I think. Oh, barely not? Oh, no, barely not. Okay, let's see. I think I can kill that with my adepts. I just need to micro it very well, basically. Okay, there we go. Now I'm over here. Can I kill it? I really want to kill it, though. It's getting a little scary. He's getting a little close. There we go. Okay, we got it. That is awesome. Now I'm going to try to move the red HP one back. Oh, well, I'm going to save one of them, which is fine enough. Then I'm going to start making motherships. I feel like maybe I should be going for freaking carriers in this situation because I have extra gas. Like, I have so much freaking gas right now, but it feels really stupid to go for... You know, carriers on 2 bays with a mothership. I mean, I guess it's fun to experiment with different things, but this is definitely a little too weird. Now, in some way, it is nice that my opponent made a cyclone because that means that his harassment is going to be a bit later. Else he would have been here already, probably. And here we go. We are inside the main base, and we are playing against a 3 racks. Okay, so that is definitely a challenging build order for us to face. You know, I should make Tempest, I think, 100%. Tempest here would be the best move that I can make. I'm sure of it. I'm going to make +1 air attack, actually. My opponent might be pretty scared. It's just, if I'm... Okay, listen to this. If I'm going to recall into his base... Is that a tank? Probably. Oh, it's just marines, actually. If I'm going to recall into his base, the carriers are obviously better, right? But if he's going to push me with tanks, which his build kind of suggests, then I would want the Tempest instead. Man, this is actually buying me so much time. Very happy with that. So the way it's looking right now, I'll be able to... Oh, that's missile kit. I'll be able to recall... What is it? Three carriers into his base, right? Something like that. Now, I still have this one guy spotting for me here, which is nice. Let's make sure I saturate that. I think my next base is actually going to be his gold gas base or rich gas base, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be confusing enough, man. I've really turned this into a game somehow. I always like it when my opponent does like kind of weird stuff like the engineering bay block, because it also just it just enables me to play even weirder, you know? Like, I feel like I'm playing absolutely absurd right now. So I'm going to kill this. Now, is 3 carriers going to be enough to get the job done? I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, it really is just going to be 3 carriers as well, which is freaking crazy. All right. Let's make sure I chrono boost the last one. So that is going to be able to kill a marine. And I guess here we go. I don't have the +1 yet, which is definitely a little bit of a problem here. Okay, let's see. Come on, Mr. Carrier. Let's get you guys together. Oh, that's the wrong one. And there we go. I'm going to have 3 carriers in his main base. And how is he going to respond? That is the freaking question, guys. I have the time warp as well, which is freaking massive, by the way. Guess I can time warp on top of the marines already. Look at that. Oh, the time warp absolutely popping off right now. That is a beautiful time warp. I can even cloak as soon as he wants to stim on top. Here we go. Here's the cloak. He hasn't scanned yet, so he had to walk forward to kill the mothership. Wait, is he just dead? Oh my goodness, no way. Is this so freaking strong? Gee, holy cow. Like, I lost some interceptors, sure, but like, I recalled with 18 interceptors, 1 mothership. He has 10 marines. Stim is barely not fit. Look at that, by the way. Like 15 seconds on Stim or something. This is like the most standard thing he could have done. He's just making marines, marauders, has a starport. The time warp freaking Bruto as well. That's going to lose him a couple of marines. And oh my goodness, I didn't even micro this properly. Like this one carrier's in the back. Look, does he do HP damage? Look at this carrier. It lost 46 shields. This one lost 60. The mothership lost 136. Like, I didn't lose anything here. Like, this strategy actually looks pretty nuts. Now, this is, I have to warn you guys, if you want to copy this, this has a lot to do with the chaos cost in the early game. Because if it's not as chaotic, I mean, it's 7 minute 30. It's very likely the opponent would have way more units. And they also would have attacked us way faster. So you do need to create chaos. But this is one of my absolute favorite strategies so far. Mothership with a rich gas. I could actually afford the carriers without needing that many probes. You can tell my mineral ratio is also pretty fine. I was kind of doubting whether I could start a 3rd Stargate. But looking at how long these carriers were going to take, I could have made a 3rd one. But this was freaking brutal, as we like to say. I was going to get this one as well, but I'm not done yet. Let's go for game number 5. Game number 5 is going to be against another Protoss player. All right, this is most likely to be the final game of Mothership Rush to rank 1. Now, I do have to say, with the conclusion of these shows, obviously, I'm still going to be doing crazy strategies and cheeses, right? Like, I'm personally pretty excited to work on my random a lot. Like, I don't just want to play random for fun on the channel. Excuse me. I also really like the idea of, you know, playing some tournaments with random and stuff. Like, but I want to do it in my own way. I think I talked about this in the last video, right? Where I'm really looking forward to playing some tournaments, but not really like playing like the meta again or doing like the objectively best build. I want to play like myself. And if that means I feel like doing a freaking Mothership Rush in a big qualifier, then that's exactly what I'm going to do, right? So you guys are probably still going to see me do a Mothership Rush now and then on the Random to Rank 1 series, but most likely in, you know, not as forced. So I'll do it when I think it's actually good. Now, I do have to say, guys, I really, really like that build that we did last game. Like the build against Terran with the Chaos and then the Mothership fast. I feel like some version of that is going to be freaking strong. In general, there have been a surprising amount of good builds, I have to say, with the Mothership build. Oh, wait, he's actually... Why is he going to block? That's actually not cool at all. Oh, he's not going to block it. Why did he do it then? Why is this probe here already? Oh, is this a cannon rush? Oh, we're getting cannon rush, it seems like. Ugh. I don't really like being cannon rush here, because that means that I'll never be able to build a Mothership. What is he doing? I mean, it's some kind of cheese, right? Wait, did he just make a second gas? He did make a second gas. This is like a proxy gate with a forge, perhaps? I guess it could be. I guess I'll just go out with my probe and see what information I can gather. Gonna make a pylon here, actually. Gonna check up this ramp real quick. Exactly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think... Well, it could also be just a regular proxy gate. Proxy 2 gate, but there could also be a forge. I guess I'll make a pylon already, because he... is going to send in zealots most likely, and they're going to be doing a lot of damage. So I guess we'll see. I still have to make a Stargate at some point. I definitely, if we're going to just hold this cheese here and we don't have to prepare for, you know, making a Mothership later on, then I'll definitely play another game, because I don't want Mothership Rush to rank 1 to end with me defending a proxy gate in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I guess you can see how that would be slightly, you know, off topic, I suppose. Oh, he's gonna try to kill that. I mean, I have more than enough damage, though. I can even wall this off again. Like, Adepts do a crazy freaking amount of damage to Zealots, right? So, I do think he's most likely gonna be making batteries here with this pylon. And actually, let's see. It's probably going to be Stalkers as well, right? Like, if he's not going to make Stalkers, I would be pretty surprised, I have to say. I do think I'm going to have the same amount of stuff with him. I just need to make sure I don't lose this pylon. If I lose this pylon to the Stalkers, that would be pretty unfortunate. I guess I'll just make a backup pylon already. I wonder if it's going to be more than this. I'm going to start my Stargate so I can get the Fleet Beacon later. So it's going to be 2 batteries against 2 batteries, 2 Stalkers against 2 for now. Okay, let's see. I also have my batteries, my friend. Okay, this is just silly. I mean, this does look like a strategy that I would try, to be fair, what he's doing right now. Now, wait, did he wall that off completely already? Oh, that is fast. Not bad. I mean, that does take a lot of money from him, of course, because he had to invest 300 minerals in doing that. And he's definitely going to try to attack me again with something. Now, what am I going to do, guys? Am I going to go straight for the Fleet Beacon? You guys know me. Of course I am. Okay, he warped one Stalker at home. I guess that's going to make my hold more comfortable already. Or, wait, did he maybe just... Oh, it's going to be Void Race. Okay, that's interesting. Guess I'll pressure him already. I'm just going to do it, guys. I'm going to make a freaking fleet beacon here, okay? Why the hell not? I'm just feeling it right now. I mean, I already have a lot of Stalkers that do a lot of damage. I just need to make sure to not lose these before the Void Ray or... you know, during the Void Ray finishing, I should say. See, I'm going to one-shot that now, I believe. Can we get it? Barely not. Let me just kill that pylon real quick. And looks like that is not going to finish. He does have another probe. Oh, he does have another pylon. I didn't even realize that pylon was there too. So the Void Ray is going to finish, right? Let's see. Oh, no, he didn't heal that pylon in time. I did try to pull it back, but I couldn't. And there we go. No GG is called. And I don't think he's going to be happy seeing me make a fleet beacon. He probably thought like, all right, guys, I got this freaking destructive cheese. This guy's going down. He's probably a little bit above me in MMR. Let's get him. And I almost had him. And then he rewinds, sees a freaking fleet beacon. Now, I really do want to make a mothership. I mean, it was clear that I was going to, but I really do want to make a mothership for the last game of the episode. So let's go for another one. All right, the final game is going to be against Baby Marine on Solaris. Now, let's see. How can I beat a Terran player this good? That is the question. Definitely the highest MMR player we faced today, right? Like, I think we've definitely played against higher MMR players in the entire series. At least, I would imagine that we have. But I'm not quite sure if we played against one in this episode. I feel like he definitely, you know, sticks out compared to the rest. Now, what is a strategy that I can do? You know what the thing is, guys? I feel like my normal defensive play into the Mothership against Terran looked like the best strategy. But you'll notice if you start playing against really good Terrans, the most frustrating thing that they do is they just attack you so well that it's just incredibly hard to stabilize. So I feel like if I play a greedy build like a Mothership Rush, I don't know. It's really hard to see myself surviving a big attack, you know, but maybe we have a shot. I think I'm just going to go for the strategy that I like the most, which is the... I believe 2 Void Rays or something like that. Yeah, 2 Void Rays and then, you know, make the Mothership recall like a bunch of Stalkers in their base. Kind of like that. I think the Void Rays are necessary to defend most likely against a Terran this good. I guess this is probably going to be the first test, right? Against a Terran of this level. I could be wrong, but I don't feel like we've played against a Terran this good in the entire show. I feel like we've played against some good Zergs, but I don't think we've played against a high-ranked Terran. Now, we are playing against a double gas. When I played against Baby with my Terran, he really liked building Cyclones. Like, I think I played him twice, and both games he made a pretty absurd amount of Cyclones. So maybe, you know, that is what he's going to go for. So I'm going to go for a core first. Not quite sure how I want to defend yet against the double gas. I could, you know what? I'm actually going to sneak my probe around here. There are 2 reasons why I like doing this. The first reason is that obviously I can get like a sneaky scout later on, which is great. Second reason is that even if he sends the Reaper and finds it, that means his Reaper is not going to be early in my base to do damage to my probes there. So I feel like it's a good trade-off anyway. Now, I did save a decent amount of Chrono boost. I think I'm definitely going to go for an Adept first. I'm not quite sure what I want to build after that, though. Oh, I didn't saturate this gas fully. That is perhaps a critical mistake later on, but I guess we'll see. I don't even have that many probes yet, so there's no point in sending them to the low ground for now, right? Let's see. He doesn't have the thing yet. What's it called? The natural. Now, there's a Reaper over there. I mean, at some point he was going to scout that, but I'm thinking here because I want my battery... I think I want a battery in the main. Like, this is what's annoying me a little bit, is that normally I would just make a battery in both my bases, but I'm very aware that I need to do something a little more, you know, a little more special, like a little greedier against a player this good. So that's the thing. So I'm gonna get in here, and I guess I'm just gonna block his add-on forever. Let's see. Oh, he's making a Hellion. Oh, okay. Wait, this could be maybe perhaps a 5-unit attack. Like 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions kind of thing. I think I'm going to make a battery here as well. I mean, I am going to have 3 Adepts, which is really nice. And then the Mothership is going to come online already. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty decent, you know. I'm going to make a Stalker as the next unit. Like, the battery in the main here is really nice. So if he hops in with a bunch of Reapers, that my probes are going to be able to survive, you know, decently well against that. Now, it all does, you know... it all depends on what exactly he's gonna do. Like, he could be going for a drop later on. That Hellion does surprise me a little bit, I have to say. Let's see, is he gonna make something from like a starport or something? Did I see a starport in his base? I don't think I did. Exactly, there is a... Oh, okay. Oh, he's going to lose one Helene already, which is really nice. This is... Okay, we found the perfect setup here, guys. This is awesome. Maybe I can find his Reapers. That would be quite nice. Let's see. Okay, we're going to get a little bit of damage there. I'm making... Oh, no, I got supply block. That sucks. Well, I guess it's going to force me to make the fleet beacon instead of making more units. So in some way, that is pretty nice, to be honest, because sometimes I can be a little late on that. Now, do I need more gases than this? Probably not. This is definitely going to be my next defense, or my new defense against double gas. So, like, I really like the, you know, 4th unit as a stalker. And then, what's it called? The battery in the main and none in the natural. I feel like it's just the right level of greedy. Let's see. Can I get that one as well? Probably not. I feel like those units are a little bit too fast to die here. I'm still going to try click on one, but probably not going to get it. No, exactly. Okay, fast Reapers. Now I'm going to get 2 Void Rays out. I really do hope we're not going to play against something cloaked. Like if he's going to go like cloak Banshees or something. Ugh, I feel like that's going to be incredibly difficult to play against. Since I don't have any oracles yet, of course. And then go, let's see. I want to make a 4th gate, but I don't have space over here. I guess I'll just make another pylon. Not the biggest deal because I need the money anyway to make the mothership right now. There we go. Now, I could use a couple more probes. I really hope we're not being all in too hard here. Because if we are, you know, I don't really have that many units here, right? I'm going to move out the adepts now. I feel a little bit safer. I think more than anything, I just want to get a good scout off. Like, I want to know what's, you know, what's up over here. I kind of feel like he's maybe just playing like a normal 3x follow, but it could also just be mass cycles like crazy. Let's see. Okay, well, we have our answer. That is a lot of factories too. All right, well, I guess it's not going to be a normal 3x follow-up, guys. Now we know. Now, I do have some Void Rays already. Void Rays are quite good against the cyclones, but it does kind of appear that he's going for a big all-in here. And I have 1 Stalker as ground units at home. Now I'm warping in a couple more. I'm going to shade in there. Let's see if I can... Okay, yeah, he's attacking me. This could be quite nice. Is he going to get a decent amount of SCVs here, probably? Or he's going to be forced back, which would also be pretty good. There we go. Okay, I'm going to activate those already. I think I killed a Cyclone already with that. Look at this. I mean, the healing on these batteries is freaking insane, right? Oh, I do need to be careful. Do I have one more? No, I have... Oh, the mothership is up here now. Do I want to use it yet? I don't think so. I mean, I have enough batteries that I can micro well enough against this, I think. Let's see. Okay, these did so much freaking damage, by the way. Like, holy cow. Okay, let's see. I do have another Void Ray. Let's make sure I target the low HP ones first. I am out of battery energy completely. Okay, that's a little scary. I didn't realize I was going to be running out already. Should I make another Void Ray? Probably. I mean, this was a pretty good hold. In the end, we are going to end up with more economy, but it's always going to be scary, right? Let's see. I think I can... Why are all my probes just doing weird shit all the time? I feel like it's almost as bad as my... Okay, there we go. That's why. It's because the mothership, of course. Wait, should I wait for the next Void Ray? I was going to say, it feels almost as bad as my freaking queen's always just walking to Narnia for some reason. Okay, 2 Void Rays. He could go for a base trade, totally. He totally could go for a base trade here. I hope he's not just randomly in position. That would be very unfortunate. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I'm going to get a big recall. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. All right, we have a lot of stuff here, guys. This is going to be nice. Here we go. He's trying to make an armory. Looks like my opponent was trying to play mech here, which is kind of interesting. I'm waiting for the time warp. There we go. Okay, he does get the scan already. Do need to make sure to focus the Void Rays. Looks like he is going to break through pretty fast. Can I survive with the mothership, actually? That would be quite nice. Probably not. Yeah, he's just spamming cycles like crazy. I hate this so much, guys, because... I'm not gonna lie, his strategy is freaking terrible. I talked about this in a previous episode. I don't remember what episode it was, but I talked about how bad it feels to lose to a strategy that sucks, but it just counters yours, you know? Like, playing like this against Protoss, just, there's no way it's good, but... I mean, if you're gonna recall into a base and the guy only spent his entire time making 25 million cyclones, then I guess it's gonna work out pretty well. Now I'm gonna go for Blink Stalkers. I think that's probably my last chance here. Well, yeah, you know what it is, guys? Since he's just all-inning on making cyclones, I'm not quite sure if I can outproduce him. That's the thing. I know there's a lot of cyclones here. I'm gonna have to use the battery. Maybe if I get a flank with Zealots. Yeah, okay, I'll try that. I'm going to get Charge. Not because I think Charge is going to be good against Cyclones. Like, I think it would be better to just get Blink Stalkers for the most part. But I'm going to get Charge and just try to flank him with, like, a lot of Zealots. I feel like that's a good idea. The big problem is that I won't be able to blink on top of them. Right? Like, that is definitely a little bit of a problem. Hope he's not paying attention. I have no idea what that Reaper was doing. Okay, there we go. It was like, it looked like he moved, but then he didn't move towards me. And I was like, well, okay, that's a little weird. I guess the Cyclones are probably over here on this side, but I'm gonna have to check to confirm. He must have a third base by now, right? I think he must have, else that would be a little weird. So he saw that probe moving out, I suppose, or he just got a little lucky there, also possible. Yeah, I guess we'll just go for it. I mean, there's nothing else to lose here. I mean, I've already lost my entire plan, so I think we're just gonna go for it with this big Zealot Stalker army without freaking Blink. Now, what worries me is that he was making a freaking armory already, so that definitely shows that he was planning a little ahead for the macro game, and I'm just sitting here like, please die to my mothership. Didn't quite work out, unfortunately. Now, that is a little bit of a misscan. I think I saw a Widowmine there, right? Was that a Widowmine that I saw? I feel like I saw a Widowmine. Okay. Oh, he does have a lot of units. I have, a good amount of Stalkers, but the Zealots are just going to get eaten really fast. I do have a couple more coming in. I mean, the fight looks really good, to be honest. Like, this is definitely better than we could have expected, but there's just not enough stuff here. There we go. I'm going to do... No, actually, he has enough cycles. There we go. GG. I'm not going to lie, guys. This is the kind of game where sometimes I don't feel like GG, because as a Terran player, I hate this strategy that he's doing. It hurts me. I know that if I would play this, I would get absolutely bodied by a Protoss player playing normal. And the thing is, Baby Marine is such a good Terran. I wish he would play like his best build so I could freaking steal it for my Terran. But this, oh no, this is not my favorite strategy ever. I do have to say, I liked a lot of things about this game. I liked our early hold against the double gas. I do have to say he did micro really well, of course, throughout the entire game. Like, that's definitely the reason why he won this game. Like, I feel like a worse Terran player would never have micro these Cyclones so well, but he did a really good job. But yeah, from my point of view, I really like the early game, the defense against the double gas with the 3 Adepts at the front, battery in the main Stargate, and the 2 Void Rays seem to work out pretty fine as well. Then going for the recall, I think since my opponent was so all in, let's do a quick check. It's the last game anyway. Let's do a quick check a little bit further after he was attacking us, I suppose. Or is this already... No, this is already post Mothership, right? Yeah, exactly. I think at this point, since he was so committed, it probably would have been really good for us to just go for like a transition after this. Like, let's look at the situation here, right? I have 43 against 38 workers. Our army size is... Well, I would say it's the same, but he does have 5 more Cyclones in production, but he doesn't have any upgrades. He only has Cyclones. There's no Blue Flame. There's no tanks on the way. There's nothing here. Maybe I should have just decided to get the Twilight already in transition, or no, even better, I could have gone for Carriers, because Carriers are really good, but that does make me defend a little more. Anyway, that's going to be it for the series. Let's see what MMR we ended up in. I think we are about 5.5k, right? 5477. Let's see how much that is in Grandmaster. 5477 MMR. That is going to put us at rank 88 in between both Vinnick and Creed. Definitely not the highest MMR we got for a series, but to be fair, it was also a pretty short one. Hope you guys definitely enjoyed this. It was a short but sweet series where I got a lot of really cool, Mothership brushes. I think in particular against Zerg, surprising amount against Protoss as well. I don't know how, but we got a surprising amount of doubles against Protoss and some good PVTs as well. And now, yeah, like I said earlier, maybe hopefully we'll get some cool Mothership brushes in random to rank 1. But for now, that's going to be it. Hope you guys had a fantastic time with this series. Thank you so much for accompanying me. Feel free to enjoy my next series where you might see some juicy cheese. And with might, I mean you definitely will. Random to rank 1 is going to be my main series for now. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.